Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson in the series. Useful free programs for Windows. Last time we looked at Revo Uninstaller, and in the previous lessons we also looked at the Opera web browser and the program we are currently using to capture the screen, FreeCam 8. And in general, we started with the first part. Freeware programs. Now after the first three, which we looked at, I think we'll continue with a little of the second part, open source programs, and we'll start with a very nice program for archiving and unarchiving files. 7-zip, 7-zip. Here we can open and start writing. So, by the time I write the weekend, I get 7-zip. And the program is by the developer, Igor Pavlov. I press the download button for my operating system and save it to the desktop. Here the program is already downloaded to the desktop. We double-click on it. We give yes. Here we choose the place where to install. I'll leave it at default. It's done and we press close. Now, so with it, it simply integrates in the context menu, with the right button, but here on Windows 11 this menu is not well done, and I don't even see it. But let's open one of these files, which are in zip format. Here on my site I'm going to download one of these files, which are in archive format. And let me tell you a little bit about the program itself. So it was written a long time ago, in 1999. In the beginning, when there were no such free programs for archiving and unarchiving, it was a bit complicated, because there were two well-known programs. WinZip and WinRAR, but both were paid for. And that's how it was in the beginning with the early versions of Windows, for example Windows 95, when I started working with it myself, and then Windows 98. And then with Windows XP, then there were such free archivers and there was no such problem. And good. Why is this remarkable program, and good? Because it supports first of all many formats, many options. I will not dwell on it in detail. You will learn it if you wish. It also supports its own format, 7-zip, in which the compression level is extremely high, much better than RAR, zip, and in general all the others that I have personally encountered, archivers. That's why this program has been on the market for so many years, 26 years it's been on the market. So, now that I've talked about it, let's see how it works. Here is the file, which is in zip format. By principle we right-click and it should be here. Here it is, already integrated into the menu. And here when we go, we have the following options: open archive and unzip. Unzip here in examples and more, lots of options, as you can see. For example, I'll choose to unzip to the same folder. Here's the folder. This is the folder with my Windows examples. Now, if I decide to back up, then I right-click again. Here's a very uncomfortable, extremely inconvenient thing in Windows 11 is this menu. I don't know who came up with the idea that I have to click a second time until I get to the menu, but it's extremely unsuccessful. There were some programs that removed that. I'll make a video about that for sure. And here, if we decide to add to an archive, then we can add it with these options, let's say. And yes, we'll do backup ourselves. Oh, wait a minute, let me just show the program itself. So when I click on it, here's what the program itself looks like in appearance. Here are the menus. There are a lot of options, but what I told you, the main things, are actually in the right button. To be honest, I've only worked in this menu when I once wanted to set a password on archive. But to be honest, I don't recommend this, because if you forget that password, you can't open that file at all. That's all I can say about the 7-zip program in this tutorial. Best regards.